All right, today we are going deep. We're going to pull back the curtain on a really slick piece of tech, a fully automated, and maybe more importantly, a fully compliant review system. We're going to follow the journey of just one successful project to see how it moves through this incredible workflow. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is the moment it all kicks off. A project is officially successfully completed. That one little event is the trigger for this entire system to roar to life. We're not just, asking for a review here. We're launching a super precise, totally unbiased, and completely automated process.
Now, to really get what's happening, you first have to meet the cast of characters, so to speak. These are the key technical players, the core components that make this whole thing work. And trust me, each one has a really critical role to play.
First up, let's meet our primary trigger. In this particular setup, it's an Airtable node. You know, when a project status gets officially flipped to complete, that's it. That is the starting gun. That single little action is what kicks off this whole automated dance we're about to see. Next in line is the Orchestrator, and this whole thing runs on make.com. Honestly, this is the brain of the entire operation. It gets the signal from our trigger, and it immediately starts running the main command, what the system calls the neutral dispatch scenario. And the best part, no human hands, no bias, it just works. So once the order is given, you've got to have a messenger, right? Well, that's the delivery, and it's handled by Mailgun. Its job is super simple, but absolutely essential. Take that standardized, universal invitation that the Orchestrator put together and make sure it gets sent, every single time, to the right person.
So where is this message sending the client? Directly to the destination. Now, this isn't just a link to some generic homepage. No. It's a deep link that takes them directly to the Google Business Profile Review interface. It's brilliant, really, because it creates a totally frictionless path. One click, and the client is exactly where they need to be to leave their feedback.
And finally, for every action, there has to be a record. Enter the Audit Vault. It's another Airtable base, and it's basically the system's permanent memory. It logs every single invitation that gets sent out, creating this perfect, 100% accurate record. This isn't just for, keeping track of things. It's the absolute foundation for compliance and transparency. So we've met our cast. Now let's see them in action. We're going to follow what the source material calls the data ribbon, that one little piece of information from our completed project, as it just flows totally seamlessly through the system we just mapped out. So here's the play-by-play. First, the project is marked complete, and that kicks off a really strategic 24-hour delay. This is smart, right? It lets the client really soak in the finished work before they're asked for feedback. Next, the Orchestrator sends out that universal invitation with absolutely zero sentiment filtering. Then, the client gets that direct deep link, taking them straight to the review page. And finally, the Audit Vault logs the request, which completes the circle. It is a perfect automated sequence. Now, you might be wondering, why is all this rigid automation so important? And the answer really comes down to one word: compliance. You see, this system wasn't just built to be efficient, it was built to be perfectly neutral. And that part is absolutely 100% non-negotiable. I mean, just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got manual requests. They're inconsistent, they're prone to our own human bias, because let's be honest, we only want to ask the happy clients, right? That creates a massive compliance risk. But then you look to the right at standardized automation. It's consistent, it's 100% neutral, and it guarantees you're compliant every single time. And that brings us to the most important point of all. This architecture operates with 0% review gating. What's review gating? Well, it's that shady practice of pre-screening your clients and only asking the happy ones for a review. This isn't just bad form, it's a direct violation of the terms of service for huge platforms like Google. It can get you penalized, even get your reviews taken down. This system completely eliminates that risk. So what's the end game for all this tech and logic? The result is pretty powerful. It lets a business build its reputation the right way through what's called compliant growth and automated authority. Let's break down the big takeaways here. First, you get compliant growth because every single client gets an equal voice. Second, you build automated authority because a steady, unbiased stream of reviews is just so much more credible and powerful. And third, you maintain 100% accurate reporting. That Audit Vault gives you a transparent, rock-solid record of your entire process. When you think about it, this kind of system totally transforms reputation from something you have to constantly worry about and manage into an automated asset that you build with zero risk. It's just a fantastic use of logic and technology.
If you want to learn more about how this is all put together, you can check out Business Goto at businessgoto.ca.